Hey Geeky People, welcome to a new video. In this video, we will see an analysis or a summary of the newly launched Redmi Note 7 from the independent company Redmi. Yes, now Redmi is an independent company, right? So, if you go to the Xiaomi's global website, you won't find the Redmi Note 7 there because it's now launched only in China. So you had to go to the Chinese website, and when you hit the translate button, you will see that the Redmi Note 7 translated to Red Rise Note 7, maybe that's what me means. So the first thing you observe with this picture is the Redmi Note series finally got rid of its metal back, and now they are going with the glass back with a gradient color design. Up front, you will find a dewdrop notch or whatever you call it. Overall, the device looks pretty premium. The second thing you will find in this same picture is the pricing. It's 999 yuan. So the base variant of the Redmi Note 7 costs 999 yuan, which roughly converts into 10,300 Indian rupees. And it goes all the way up to 1,399 yuan. That's about 14,000 Indian rupees. So we do not expect the device to launch with the same price in India, but even if they put a price hike of 12,000 or even a price hike of 2,000 or 3,000 rupees, even then the base variant at 12,300 or even 13,000 seems like a pretty good value for money device. So moving on, let's see what else they have to say. So here they're showing something like a spec sheet here. If you want, just you can pause the video and read it. So let's move on. Now they're talking about their camera. Yes, the Redmi Note 7 has a 48 megapixel primary camera coupled with a 5 megapixel depth sensor, I guess. So this time the Redmi Note 7 has the Snapdragon 660 running the show. And if you go to its official website here, you will see that the Snapdragon 660 can support maximum up to 25 megapixels only. Then how did the Redmi Note 7 manage to put a 48 megapixel camera in a device that runs Snapdragon 660? Here they are using a technique called pixel binding. Yes, they are using a technique called pixel binding. Pixel binding is a technique where you combine more than one pixels into a one super pixel. So take this picture as an example. Now Redmi Note 7 has Samsung's ISO cell GM1 sensor, and with 1.8 aperture, I guess, and the pixel size is 0.8 microns. With the pixel binding technique, what they do is combine 4 such pixels, 4.8 micron size pixels, into a one super pixel of size 1.6 microns. And so technically the output you will be getting is of 12 megapixels. But this 12 megapixel output will be better than a native 12 megapixel camera of its competitors, and will not be as good as a 48 megapixel native camera. So as a result, the dynamic range will improve. There will be more detailing than a native 12 megapixel camera, and the night shots will be a bit improved. And they're calling it a quadruple pixels here. And another thing interesting is they're using the same algorithm as they used in a Xiaomi's Mi Mix 3 for super night shots, super night scenes. So it will be interesting to see how it performs. So next thing they are talking about is the processor. Before that, they have given some camera samples as well. You can do check them out, but we have to wait until we get our hands onto the device to see how the camera actually performs. So moving on further below, now they are talking about their processor. Yes, as we said before, the Redmi Note 7 runs with a Snapdragon 660 processor. But what does they mean by full-blood version? So again, go to the Snapdragon 660's official website. And here you can see that the CPU clock speed of the Snapdragon 660 has it ranges from 1.95 GHz to 2.2 GHz. So the Redmi Note 7 here uses a full-fledged Snapdragon 660 chipset that's 2.2 GHz. Unlike its competitors, like let's say Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2, so it apparently uses a clocked down version of the very same chipset, one that is 1.95 GHz. It's the clock speed of the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2. And we have another device that too runs with the same chipset in its price range. It's Realme 2 Pro, and it runs with a clock speed of 2 GHz. Both are underclocked, while the Redmi Note 7 is full-fledged chipset of Snapdragon 660. It runs with. So it has 8x Qualcomm Cryo 260 CPU and Adreno 512 GPU. So it says up to 30% better graphics. That depends on the chipsets, right? So it is built upon 14 nanometer technology. So let's move on further below. So that's all about the processor. Next up, we are talking about their battery. Yes, it's nice to see that the Redmi Note series still retains the 4000 mAh battery, unlike other series of Redmi that constantly has cut down the battery capacities. And this time, with the 4000 mAh battery, they also have the support for Qualcomm Quick Charge 4. So I do not expect them to bundle a Quick Charge 4 supported charger in the box, but still we have support for Qualcomm Quick Charge 4. So it's a good news for the battery lovers. Then now it's time to talk about appearance, right? Smartphones today are getting more beautiful than ever. So it's up front, it's having a 6.3-inch Full HD display. It's not AMOLED and all. It should be a pretty normal IPS LCD display, I guess. And it's pretty small notch. That feels good. And it's made up of 2.5D glass body. It just means a glass that curves at the edges to give you a good hand feel. And you have some pretty interesting colors as well. Like it has this bright black, dream blue, and I just could not spell it. I'm so sorry if I spell it wrong. Okay, so you can have a pretty good choice of colors. So next up, they're talking about warranty. It apparently applies to China. We don't know what they will bring to India. So they have in China, they have a 18 months long warranty. It would be pretty good to see if this also comes to India. So the next thing you will notice is this smartphone has a 5th generation Gorilla Glass. That's Gorilla Glass 5, which is, yes, they are adding good features step by step. So, and another feature, this is not a feature actually, but hey, this Redmi Note 7 retains 3.5mm headphone jack and infrared blaster, which is really good to see. And it also has USB Type-C port now. So it's good to see that smartphones at this price range are moving to USB Type-C ports, because except for Nokia in this price range, I do not remember any other smartphone having the Type-C port. If any, say in the comments below. So another interesting thing you will see here is life dust proof and splash proof. So it has input output port seal design that makes this device a splash proof, not waterproof, guys. Look closely, splash proof. So it definitely cannot take this phone for swimming and all, but this should protect your device from accidental small spills and splashes. So that's it, guys. That's about the newly launched Redmi's Note 7's summary or analysis, or whatever you say this is. So if you like this type of content, then do hit that like button and subscribe button. And I hope to make a better video than this the next time. So take care guys. Assalamu alaikum.